Had moments of, oh, do I have to relive this? But in a sense, the reliving it sort of gave me a little bit more closure on it.
Debbie Harry is an American singer, songwriter, and actress, best known as Blondie's vocalist, punk rock, and new wave band. She's always enjoyed singing and used to participate in her church chorus. She was a befuddled young woman who had no clue what she wanted to accomplish with her life as she grew older. She merely drifted around for a while after graduation, hopping from one job to the next. She worked as a waitress, secretary, Playboy bunny, and dancer, among other jobs. She began her musical career in the 1960s when she joined the folk rock band The Wind and the Willows. While performing with the band The Stilettos, she met guitarist Chris Stein and founded the band Blondie with him. With their lively and engaging performance, the band became well known in the Kansas and New York City music scenes. Debbie radiated sex appeal and was pushed to the rank of a sex icon due to her natural beauty and blonde hair. Blondie had a string of singles including Call Me and The Tide Is High. However, owing to personal issues, the band disbanded and she began a solo career with the album Cuckoo. She has also tried acting, appearing in about 30 films to date. She's been nominated 2 times for Grammy Awards in 1980 and 1981 for her singles Call Me and Eat to the Beat.
Of culture and different styles, so we benefited from that, and I've always loved that. Break that we found each other, and ended up working together.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. Her full name is Deborah Ann Harry, but is also known as Debbie Harry. She was born July 1st, 1945 in Miami, Florida, making her 75 at the time of this production. She stands 5 foot 3 inches tall, or 160 centimeters. Debbie Harry shared some of her adventures in an interview. She escaped an abusive relationship as a young woman in New York, worked for the BBC, hung out with Andy Warhol and other New York faces, became a driver for the New York Dolls, started a girl band, formed Blondie, and believes she had a lucky escape from serial killer Ted Bundy. "I'm sure I don't have all of my experiences at my fingertips," she said. Money was her worst blunder, she said in an interview, that I was just focused on producing music and performing and that I didn't pay more attention to business. Harry and Stein, who'd been together for 13 years, lost everything in the early 1980s. Blondie's debut album, the eponymous Blondie, was released in 1976, and the band toured the world for years, scoring 6 #1 UK successes, including Heart of Glass and Call Me, and selling over 40 million albums. They lost their New York townhouse when the U.S. Internal Revenue Service slammed them with a massive bill for unpaid taxes. The IRS even confiscated some of their clothes. Worse, Stein was recuperating from an autoimmune condition in the hospital. Harry would be caring for him for the next few years, and they had no idea how they would pay his medical expenditures. It also marked the end of the band's existence. They were both taking heroin at the time. I assume physicians and nurses knew he was high all the time, but cast a blind eye since it kept him reasonably pain-free and emotionally less tortured. Harry told about bringing the medication to Stein in the hospital. Debbie Harry was motivated to get involved in charitable work after seeing Sir Elton John utilize his celebrity to raise awareness for good causes. In January 2011, the Blondie singer joined Richard Ashcroft and Jeff Beck for an all-star show at London's Hammersmith Apollo to benefit the UK charity Killing Cancer. After seeing Sir Elton's persistent effort for HIV and AIDS programs, she now places charity at the top of her priority list. "These things are vital to my life now," Harry said in an interview. "I'm fortunate enough to be able to participate, therefore I do. I admire people like Elton John who've had such a positive impact with their perspective. I could sense his strength and saw how powerful it was in bringing attention to concerns like HIV, popularly known as AIDS, so I decided to stand up and do something myself." Harry and her 4 dogs spend part of the year in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Harry was in a relationship with Blondie guitarist Chris Stein until 1989 when they broke up. She revealed that during their relationship, they were both drug addicts, but they are now clean after spending time in a rehabilitation center. Stein's 2 kids have Harry as their godmother. Harry admitted in 2014 that he had multiple relationships with women when she was younger.
you know, pure enjoyment and excitement. It's probably some of the newer material. But then, on the other hand, you know, there's a lot of sort of demand from the audience.
Debbie Harry was born Angela Tremble July 1st, 1945 in Miami, Florida, and was adopted at the age of 3 months by Richard and Catherine Harry. Harry sang in a church choir as a child in Hawthorne, New Jersey. In the late 1960s, she tried college for 2 years. Harry studied at Hawthorne High School and she graduated in 1963. Harry then went to Centenary College and she graduated in 1965 with an arts degree before dropping out and relocating to New York City. Harry found herself serving tables at Max's Kansas City, a prominent club in the downtown art and music scene, after singing with the band Wind in the Willows and working as a Playboy bunny. Debbie Harry relocated to New York City in 1968. She worked as a secretary, a go-go dancer, and even as a Playboy bunny. Harry's first foray into the music industry was as a backup vocalist for the folk rock band named The Wind in the Willows. In 1968, they published their debut album. In 1974, she was a member of another group, and it was then that she met Chris Stein. Debbie Harry and Stein established another band that didn't survive long, but they went on to form Blondie, which became a commercial success soon. Blondie, their debut album, was released in 1976. Blondie's popularity increased as a result of her unique blonde hair and sexy lips. Parallel Lines, their third album, was published in 1978 and was an international smash hit. Heart of Glass, their biggest single, was taken from the album. In 1980, the trio had 2 number-1 hits, Call Me and The Tide is High. Andy Warhol, a world-renowned artist, created many works of Debbie Harry in 1980 when they were at the height of their stardom. Through the years, the two remained friends. The band took a sabbatical and went away from the spotlight in 1981. They reformed a year later, however. The record they recorded didn't fare well in the charts, and their international tour was cut short due to ticket shortages. Stein was ill with an autoimmune condition around this time, and the band decided to split up.
I have to really pull myself up, you know, and just say, what, are you kidding? Look what's happened to you. You had a life that you never expected to have.
Debbie Harry earned a good amount of money at the peak of her career. Hit songwriting duo Debbie Harry and Chris Stein, the musical partnership behind Blondie's biggest successes, have sold their future royalties to a fast-growing investment fund. Debbie Harry has a net worth of around $25 million. Harry owns a house in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Debbie Harry owns the following car: a Mustang, a Ferrari, a Mercedes-Benz SL55 AMG, a Ferrari 512 TR, an Audi R8, a Chevrolet Corvette ZR1,